besties, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kyan and this is Kyan is Booked. I'm very excited about this new vlog series that I am choosing to do in 2025. I'm a teacher for background knowledge. I'm a teacher and I teach 4th and 5th grade, and most recently I think a new version of Mean Girls came out, or there has been an uprise in Mean Girls again, so my kids are like, Miss Kyan, on Wednesdays we wear pink. And I'm just like, yeah, we were doing that before you were born. But anyways, I don't want to bring them down. So on Wednesdays, we legitimately wear pink. So we wear pink. I have like pink earrings. We do like the whole thing, right? So it got me to thinking, how exciting would it be, or how fun would it be for me, is if each month I do a reading vlog where I read books that have pink covers on them, right? So I then was at the library and was like, oh, this is a cool pink cover. Oh, this is a cool pink cover. And I was like, oh my gosh, what if I just went to the library, pulled a bunch of pink covers off the shelves, and then read those books for my vlogs? So you're probably thinking, did she do it? She did. She did. Now, I will probably have to try and decide if I think this one is as pink as... We have a guest. Hey, love. So we're gonna have to decide if we really believe this one is like as pink as it should be, or if this should really be categorized as blue. Because I do, like, in hindsight looking at it, I'm gonna pause while she kind of walks away. Okay, we're back, baby. She just had to get comfortable in her bed. Okay, so I think in hindsight, right, like, yeah, you're right, the spine is pink, but like this would be primarily blue, so we're gonna set this one to the side. The rest of them I feel pretty confident, so let me show you the books that we have. This is just like a little introduction video. I reserve the right to not read these books, and I reserve the right to change what it is I'm doing. Some months I might have themes, so cowboy books that have pink covers, or BIPOC authors with pink covers. So I'm kind of just like thinking about, like, also too, like, how do I theme it out a little bit, as if like pink covers and releasing it on Wednesdays isn't enough of a theme. I'm an all-in theme girly. So first up we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is the first book in the Rose Hill series. I know, is it book 4 or is it book 3? Anyways, we're like in the 3-4 range coming out in 2025. So I haven't started the series. I loved, obviously, her Chestnut Spring series. So definitely want to dive into this one. I really actually too love that my library had this, and it was just chilling on the shelf as well. Like, it was, what do you call it? It wasn't like in any special place, and I just happened to walk by and was like, Wild Love, what are you doing here? Next up, I have My Darling Bride by Ilsa Madden Mills. I actually, one of her books, it's right over here, but it's the very bottom, so I can't pull it out, but it's called I Hate You. It's arguably one of my favorite new adult romance books. So I saw this one and thought, why not? And I think the pink right here and then the pink in the background is kind of enough. So we're going with it. Then I was walking by, and this one it's kind of skinny on the shelf, but I saw the pink, and then right here with like the pink undertones and shades on the front of it. So this is called That Love by Jillian Dodd. Dare I Wish for Love for My Own Happily Ever After. And I haven't looked up to see where it falls. I'm assuming it falls in of one of Jillian Dodd's series, but I don't quite know. So I'll be interested to see if I enjoy it, and if so, like, kind of moving on with her. And then, is he a cowboy? I do know he has a nice back. Then, if you haven't started or you don't know, I am in love with Nalini Singh, and I'm definitely in love with her Side Changeling series. This is part of the Side Changeling Trinity series, and this is Last Guard. So you have 15 books in the original Side Changeling series, and then she swerved into the Side Changeling Trinity series, which these are all characters and kind of like all people that we kind of knew from the original series. But this is A Perfect Sigh with Cardinal Telekinetic, CEO of a major conglomerate, Beautiful and Emotionless. And then Canto Merchant is a cardinal telepath deemed imperfect by his race due to a spinal injury. And it is their love story. So background on the series, actually not background on the series because I have an entire video where I talk about the Side Changeling series. So I will definitely link it for you if you're interested in it. If you haven't started it, I highly recommend that you start with the first book, which is, I have it right here, Slave to Sensation. So this is literally the first book in the Side Changeling series, and eventually this series spins off into this series. So I highly recommend it. Definitely start with this one, but I am excited because I think I'm like 3 or 4 books behind, which I know sounds like absolutely outrageous, but I got caught up at one point and then I was kind of devastated that I didn't have the ability to binge it anymore. So definitely gonna read this one. This was in so there's like a whole section in my library where they have like a new section, and you already know that this one caught me because it's Love Letters to a Serial Killer. And P.S. please don't kill me. Let's talk about this for a second. An aimless young woman starts writing to an accused serial killer while he awaits trial, and then once he's acquitted, decides to move in with him and take the investigation into her own hands in this dark and irresistibly compelling debut thriller. Listen, I love true crime. I love reading about serial killers, watching documentaries about it. I'm not moving in with one, but I'll read a book about somebody who does it. So that's what we're gonna do. And I really kind of like to, like, it's like the scrapbook letters and then the all pink background. Next up is Sprinkle with Murder. And this is about 2 friends who own their own bakery business. And one of their, oh my gosh, what do you call it? One of their people who buy the cupcakes, one of the brides who has requested the cupcakes for her wedding, drops dead after eating a cupcake. And she's like, oh, I can't go to jail. They're both like, oh, we can't go to jail for this. So we're going to have to find the real killer. So they go hunting a killer. And it's the first in the series. And I'm actually really excited about it. And there's definitely enough pink on here for me to read it. And it's about 222 pages. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's, from what I kind of understand, it's a cupcake bakery mystery. So definitely excited. They always get me when they put like really cute covers like on displays because I'm walking by and then I'm like, what's this about? Then I have The Perfect Equation by Elizabeth Everett. This is the cover based off of how I am reading the back of it. Pair one sharp-tongued mathematician with an aloof, handsome nobleman, add a daring group of women hell-bent on conducting their scientific experiments. The solution is a romance that will break every rule. So she makes a mistake in society's eyes, and then she has to retreat to a secret haven for England's women scientists. But Lord William Hughes, Viscount Greyclef, cannot afford a single misstep. So I want to know, is this termed a historical romance? Because like obviously the cover's kind of throwing me off a little bit, because when I think historical romance, I think sultry stepbacks, and it's not giving that. So I will definitely let you guys know, like in whatever vlog I read this in, I will definitely let you guys know what I think about it, but I'm pretty excited about this one. Then I have from Megan Frampton, Tall, Duke, and Dangerous. And this is like the sultry moment that we're all looking for in a historical romance. So it definitely has, like, she has the pink dress and the pink title, and like the background is like a mix of purples and pinks. So I really liked this one, and I definitely wanted to read more historical romance this year. So this I figure would help me meet my goal. And then you have After Perfect by Mon Gabriel, and I like the cover a lot. Obviously pretty, like plenty of pink on it. So she's a devoted housewife until they get divorced. And that's all I've really let myself read. I do know it's the author's debut. And I really think that this is just a story of how our female main character like picks her life up and goes on about her business after she's absolutely devastated by who she thought she was going to spend her life with. And then Jane Ashford, A Gentleman Ought to Know. And this is the Duke's Estates. And there's the obviously gorgeous pink dress, the pink right here, the pink in the background. And I don't know, like I love the clinch moment on the front always. So yeah, like this is the last one. So these are the books that I snagged from the library to start our series off with. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to determine what's going to go into each video. Depending on the length of books, you'll see like 2 to 3 books per video is kind of my plan. And yeah, so like maybe I'll do like a historical romance one and then a cowboy one. Who knows? I'm gonna get a little crazy. But yeah, that is our somewhat TBR, because like I said, I reserve the right to add books and I reserve the right to be like, I'm not reading this. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please remember to subscribe because I love new book besties and I would definitely like to have you as part of my channel. And as always, I will catch you in the next video. Bye.